I've recognized that this morning the general manager, she came with a speech and she read it. Beautiful speech. The Candice Kane, she came with a speech and she read that too. Beautiful as it was also. But I've come with no speech. I've come to speak from the heart this morning. And the truth of the matter is that I've been campaigning in this constituency for a very long time. And it pleases my heart this morning to be able to deliver 16 houses to 16 deserving recipients. I hope she forgives me. I hope she forgives me this morning, because one of the persons who will get a house this morning is Stephanie Sears. I remember the days in campaigning to Stephanie and almost falling through the floor because the house is in a deplorable state. And it's good to see that this government, this unity government, can deliver to Stephanie today keys to a brand new spanking house this morning. I want also to tell you that this team unity government, we don't take houses and play political football or games with. We don't build houses at the time of an election. We continuously build houses to improve the state of families in this country. And so we have been committed to build out 300 houses before the next general election rolls around. I am advised that we are almost halfway there by the Minister of Human Settlements, the Honorable Eugene Hamilton. Halfway there. We have 150 about more to go. But you know, some people are passing down the road and they say the unity government is not building any houses. And maybe part of the reason they are saying that is because this is what we call a cluster here this morning. Maybe they're not seeing clusters. But I want to tell you this government is doing something very, very innovative. And the innovation is this. You could ask Mr. Clement Duport, because he's had land for the last probably 20 years and couldn't find his way to build on his land. We came to his rescue, as we have done with many others, and built on his land. And so we are doing that, not only in clusters, but we're building on individual people's lands. We can't give everybody at the same time. But everybody is on our minds to deliver to them a house. I see Ezra in the middle of the audience nodding her head. Ezra Riley. Ezra, stand up. We delivered for Ezra too. And so our job as ministers of government, individually and collectively, is to raise the standard of living of persons in this country. That is our job. And we work tirelessly to achieve that. The board of NHC worked tirelessly on the challenging circumstances to deliver houses. And so as the persons before me said, now that you have your house, take care of it. Pay for it. And I'm going to stress pay for it. I'm going to tell you why. Because it is when you pay for it that somebody else gets an opportunity to get one also. And so let us not be selfish. Let us understand that the government is working and that you too have your part to play. This is the first 16 thereabout. We have just broken ground in Challengers, in Toyon Heights, where we will build and roll out the other 16 for that area. And when we finish with Toyon Heights in Challengers, maybe about December, January, whenever it is, we will then start a brand new project in this constituency in Conyers. We've already laid out the land, we've already the lots identified, and Conyers will get a brand new housing development. I will end by just saying this final note, that we would have then gotten, I believe, by the time the election rolls around, this constituency would have gotten, I think we've slated to get 54 houses. I think I should take one more plug, because maybe not many people know this and it needs to be addressed. Very critical point, so listen to me carefully. NHC is building these houses and you have a low interest rate, ranging from, I believe, 5% to some 2%, and upwards. But we've also designed something for persons who are bankable. So listen carefully. Because if you are bankable, that means if you go through NHC and NHC sends you down to Development Bank or National or wherever it is, and they realize you're bankable, it means that I don't only get to build 54 houses, I get to build more. Because the bank will give you the money under the same terms and conditions at NHC, but it won't come out of my pool of houses. So, you may have 20, 30 people in this constituency who fit into that category. I want you to spread the word, spread the message, get to the general manager, let us see if you fit into that. So instead of getting 54 houses, I may end up with 154. Please spread the word. We are here to help you and to build houses. I say finally though, that we could not really achieve this without the collective help of everybody here. Collective help. And when I would have completed hopefully 100 houses when you now spread the word, and 2020 rolls around, I know constituency number 4 is going to say Lindsay Grant has been working for you, and give him another 5 years. Thank you very much.
Stay up to date with news, programs, and activities of the government with SKNIS. Like us on Facebook. Listen to us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Twitter. And watch our videos on YouTube. Connect with us today. SKNIS, St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service.